Have you been trying to pay off your debt, but it increases and increases, and your credit card debt doesn't stop growing either? People keep talking about investing and buying stuff, but how do they do it? You don't even have money to go out. Well, believe me, you're not alone. And today I'm gonna show you how to deal with it and pay off your debt. Hi there, I'm Chuck. I'm the host from the Assets Corner. And today I'm here to help you understand how to manage efficiently your debt. And you should stay until the end because I will let you know there if you should keep your money for investing or for actually paying your debt. So what's debt? Debt is something that most of us have and to deal with at some point in our life. Whether it is from student loans, credit cards, or personal loans, it is important to understand how to manage it so it doesn't become a burden. So I give you here 7 steps to beat your debt. Step 1, assess your debt. So the first step to managing debt is actually assessing it, like where it's coming from, how much debt you have, and who you have to pay. So for doing this, you should make a list of all your debts, including the creditor, interest rates, and minimum monthly payment. And it will give you an overview of how much you owe and to whom. You should put that in a spreadsheet or Excel sheet or whatever you use, and it should look something similar to this. So there are 3 main techniques to reduce debt. The first one is debt consolidation. This technique combines multiple high interest debts into one single loan with a lower interest rate, making it easier to manage and potentially saving you money in the long run. The second technique is budgeting and cutting expenses. In this technique, you create a budget, you track your expenses, and you find areas where you can cut back. By reducing your expenses, you can free up more money, so you can use that money to pay out your debt. And the last one is the debt snowball method. This is pretty common because it has some psychological boost, since these techniques pay off the debt with the smallest balance first, while still making the minimum payments on your debt. Once the smallest debt is paid off, you use the extra money to pay off the smallest debt or the next small debt, and so on. However, what I prefer is to either consolidate the debt or to pay off the debt with a higher rate. Why? Because in the long run, here is where I'm gonna spend more money. Step 3, create a budget. You gotta determine how much money you have coming in and going out each month. You gotta include your minimum debt payments in your monthly expenses, and this will help you see how much extra money you have to put toward paying off your debts. If you need help creating a budget, you can check this video to learn how to make a budget. So the first step is to make extra payments wherever you can. Every little bit helps, and if you have some extra cash, extra money that you get from bonus or from wherever you get it, just put it into the debt. Don't buy a new iPhone, or don't do like me and buy a new guitar. Just put it toward debt, because that's the way that you will have in order to reduce your debt. Step number 5, consider debt consolidation. As we saw in those 3 techniques, one of them is to consolidate the debt and to try to put it in one place. And we should consider this as a step, because you will see that there are debts that has different interest rates. So you try to find a new loan that cover all your debt with a lower interest rate. Step number 6, seek professional help. And my man, I get it. If this is super overwhelming and you cannot pay your debt because you have your issues, everyone got our issues, and you cannot just pay your debt, go there. There are organizations that helps you with that. They can take a look at your balance sheets and or your expenses or whatever you have, and then they will help you with the debt. Or look for a financial planner. Usually financial planners, they cost a little bit, so you can go with this kind of, hey, if you're truly having problems with that. A couple of days ago, I just told a friend of mine, hey, you have an issue. You got to go then seek for an organization that we have here in Europe, at least, and they will help you how to manage your money. Step number 7, avoid adding more debt. And the 7th and final step is pretty clear. Please stop adding debt. If you got already a lot of debt, now it's not the best moment to buy a new car, even if you get a higher salary, because that's the problem. Sometimes you say, hey, if I get a new salary, I can get a higher loan to pay something else, since I can pay it monthly. It doesn't work that way. So you should stop adding more debt, pay everything off, thinking of investing at some point when you have your stuff. Then you can think, okay, do I want to buy, I don't know, a new piano and I need 16 grand for that. So do I get a loan for that or not? But stop adding debt as long as you have a huge debt. Before we go to the final topic, remember to subscribe, like, and click that notification button. I'm putting here videos that can help you with your investment, with your financial life. So it helps me, helps the channel to think that we are doing a good job. And it helps you to stay motivated and to keep there. Next video is gonna be about investing for beginners. So notification button and you will keep yourself up to date. By the way, do you remember my last video when I said this? As a rule of thumb, if you have that question, please pay your debt off first of investing. What I meant was that if you don't know how to pay your debt, you shouldn't invest. You should pay your debt. For those out there who knows what they're doing, they could invest instead of paying off the debt. So the question comes, when to invest or when to pay the debt? And the answer is pretty easy. If the interest rate is low, it makes sense to invest the money and earn a higher return. But if the debt interest rate is high, it is better to focus on paying off the debt first. For example, if you have a high interest credit card debt, it usually makes sense to pay that off before investing because the interest rate on credit card debt is usually higher than the return you earn from most of the investments. By the way, if you need help with the budget to figure out where's your money going, where is your debt and stuff, watch this video here because there I put it the last time how to make a budget. And by the way, I hope the videos are here. This is the first time I'm doing this, so either here or here, somewhere it's gonna be. Thanks for watching. Never give up. And remember, try always to be the best version of yourself. Check out.